you need to know exactly what tea you're drinking. So when I watch the supermarket shelves, most of it is black tea. Okay,
Yeah.
and now one thing I noticed with black tea, I did it for a while to observe it. I'd get a separate pot of tea, a brand new pot, and I'd put the tea bags in there or the tea leaves, and after about 3 or 4 years, you would see this brown ring inside the tea, the inside the actual tea container, and I worked out that black colouring that's stuck to the side of the teapot, that is what is to be filtered to your kidneys, right?
Now, just going back to Ronald Petrina. Ronald, are you with us, champion?
I'm with you.
Hey, that's the
I'm
spirit.
with you 100%.
This is the spirit. We're coming to the next part, which is our...
What do you want?
Yes, I'll just give the intro.
You
This is our wellness section.
Today?
Sorry?
Yeah. Well, I said, you want to know, why it should be exciting today?
Why should we be excited today?
Because I'm going to make you think about this, about much more expensively than what you normally think.
Okay.
I'm talking about tea.
Tea.
Right? Tea.
Okay, so today's wellness section is going to be all about tea. TEA.
All about tea. All about tea.
All right, take us to the promised land.
Yeah, I do recall that at the age of about 5, my grandmother introduced me to tea.
Okay.
Right? And in those days, we're talking about the 1950s, and in those days, tea was made with black tea. That was it. That was all you had.
Okay.
Black tea, right? And so the black tea, that's what you had. That's what you knew. So the way they do it, they'd brew the tea, and then they would add milk. They would cow's milk with it, and then in that pattern they'd put 2 or 3 lumps of white sugar.
Okay.
That was their pattern back then. No?
Yes.
So, and it wasn't that good for you, because if you do 3 or 4 cups of tea per day, you'd be ingesting about 12 lumps of sugar every single day.
That's
right?
true.
And that didn't do any good for your teeth or for your kidneys, for that matter, right?
Wow.
So, but since then, when I saw the way that tea was drunk, I started watching other industries and other people and other nationalities how they drink their tea, right? And I found out that the original tea came from China. That's where China was started. They started growing tea, and from that point, it ended up expanded to India and South Africa and other places. And even Australia now grows tea, and Chile grows tea, and some parts of South America grow tea as well. And now, what happens is, since then, there's about probably 60 different varieties of teas you can have, right? So what I'm going to focus on today is the benefits of tea. And you can see a lot of people don't like drinking water. Right? They don't like drinking water at all, especially if it's tap water. They don't like it. So, and the human body needs, especially in warm weather, from about 14 degrees up, and even more when it's high, like 35 degrees or whatever. An adult needs about a minimum of 3 liters of water per day.
Oh yes. Sorry, it's because I'm doing 1 gallon, which is about just under 4 liters, so I'm all right.
That's right. You need if you're doing 4 liters, you're doing very well, right? So 3 liters is about what you need on a regular basis, and what that does, it helps your kidneys to flush toxins out. It's protecting against cancer. It regulates your liver and your kidneys because of the liquidity, right? So it makes your blood cleaner, right? But what I found is that you need to know exactly what tea you're drinking. So when I watch the supermarket shelves, most of it is black tea, okay? Yeah. And Now, one thing I noticed with black tea, I did it for a while to observe it. I'd get a separate pot of tea, a brand new pot, and I'd put the tea bags in there or the tea leaves, and after about 3 or 4 years, you would see this brown ring inside the tea, the inside the actual tea container, a brown ring, and it was stained.
Wait, did you say 3 or 4 years?
Yeah, of drinking tea, right? So what happened? The inside of the kettle, the pot, I mean, you would have this brown, almost blackish ring, and that was what I call the tannin of the tea, right, from the tea, right, from black tea, and I worked out that black colouring that stuck to the side of the teapot, that is what is to be filtered to your kidneys, right? And you don't. So that's not what you want, right? So overall, I found tea is a very good. It's a very good replacement for just water.
Okay.
Because it can encourage you from the taste of it and the benefits of it, and you're much more likely to be enthusiastic about what I'm going to talk about with the right teas, right? Now, why should you do tea is because, like I said earlier, it's very good against preventing all types of cancer. It builds up your immune system. It fights off inflammation, and it can also avoid heart disease, which is very, very common these days.
But in saying that, sorry to cut you, so it's not black tea we're talking about. This is a different type of tea, right? Correct.
It's now what science has proven over the years is that the most beneficial tea is what I call green tea.
Okay.
Now, green tea is very specific. Green tea is you got to plant the tea plant. The first 3 leaves at the top of the tree, that is what green tea is made from.
Okay.
Once you go below the 3 leaves, in other words, you've got the 4th, 5th leaf and other leaves, those other leaves make black tea. Right? But the 3 green leaves at the top, that's where you get green tea from. Okay.
Okay, the type of the tree.
So the green tea does not have anywhere the amount of tannin that black tea has, and it's very, very good for your kidneys, and also because if it's good for the kidneys, it helps to flush the kidneys out. It can give you very good skin, so you can prevent acne, eczema, psoriasis from drinking the right amount of liquidity, including tea per day. Get the idea?
Yep.
Now, so I'm going to give you some interesting recipes. Now, when you talk about tea, you're talking about the tea that's beneficial and tasty. I refer to it what you call more as herbal tea, right? So I'm going to give you a few quick ones. Chamomile tea is excellent at night, right? At night time before bed, about an hour before bed. If you drink a cup of chamomile tea, it's very, very good to reduce muscle spasms, stress in the neck.
Yeah.
The deltoids, the back, it reduces the stress and makes you sleep a lot better.
Sorry to cut you. Is it because it contains magnesium?
Yes, it does. It contains magnesium, but it also contains agents that are calming. Chamomile. There's Russian chamomile, which is the strongest.
Okay.
And then it's got a little white flower with a yellow inside it. You can grow your own. It's really, really quite strong, and it's very good for reducing stress in your back, right, and your neck, and also your brain. Now, the other one has been very, very capable. Is called rooibos.
Yes.
ROOIBOS, rooibos. Also commonly known as red bush. And that one's really one of my favorites. That is grown in the bottom of mountains in South Africa, right? And that is a specialty called rooibos, and it's very tasty and very strong. And that one improves blood pressure, circulation, good cholesterol, and also lowering lower cholesterol. It keeps your hair strong and skin healthy, and provides relief from allergies. Right? So that if you suffer from hay fever, sinus, asthma, that's a good one, good rooibos. Then you have peppermint. Now, peppermint contains menthol, which can soothe an upset stomach, and you can serve it as a cure for constipation, irritable bowel syndrome, and motion sickness. So if you're going fishing or whatever, you can make a few pots of peppermint, put in the thermos, and then you can drink that while you're out there fishing. That's very, very good for you.
I heard that peppermint makes you give off wind. Like too much peppermint. No. Like you just start letting out gas. Like,
no. If you've got wind, it's not the peppermint that's causing it. The peppermint is helping you by expelling it.
That's what's going on.
That's what's going on. So if you're eating a lot of meat, which is not digesting, you're going to have a depository that's going to create gas.
Yes.
And that's what we call wind. But peppermint, remember, peppermint is designed to expel the wind, excess wind. You see, that's the difference. And I tell you what, if you in an airplane and someone's got, been eating a lot of meat, you got to remove it. It's terrible. So, and they don't have peppermint.
Oh gosh.
So now the other one is ginger.
Yep.
Ginger you can make ginger tea, and that helps to fight against morning sickness. Chronic indigestion, and also helps to relieve any joint pain caused by osteoarthritis.
Okay, wow.
And another good one is hibiscus. Hibiscus, you can have your own flowers, you can make your own. That lowers blood pressure and fat levels. It improves overall liver health, kidney health, and also it does stave off cravings for unhealthy sweets.
Really?
It may prevent unhealthy sweets. I was in the shop yesterday, and they were just bought in a truckload of 60 different sweets, all based on sugar. And they were selling it for $2.99 for a bag of sweets.
Oh wow!
And people were just buying like 6-7 varieties. I thought, wow, here we go.
Adding to what you're saying. Just adding to what you were saying, sorry about that. We have Selena Green saying, I love green tea and made a mistake of drinking it at night and woke up at 10 past 2 a.m. full of energy and couldn't go back to sleep. It is best to drink in the morning.
That is true.
Yeah?
That is true because green tea is designed to provide energy. And if you do it at night time, you will wake up. You will wake up with, with the wrong energy. It'll be nervous type energy. So if you want to go good night's sleep, chamomile's one of the best.
Okay.
Absolutely, chamomile.
Mijuli says,
if you want green tea,
Mijuli
if you want green tea, you've got to drink. Go on.
All right. Mijuli says, I love herbal tea, and Celine says, I'm also a big fan of hibiscus tea.
Exactly. So green tea. So what if you want a bit of variety, which is very, very tasty, you combine one bag of green tea, right? One bag of hibiscus tea, and one bag of rooibos tea, right? You see that? So that is a delicious. It's like semi-sweet, and you don't put milk. You just straight out. You put boiling water onto the teapot. And as a result, what it does, it gives you the benefits of rooibos, hibiscus, and so on. And then you can also add ginger. If you got hay fever, you can have ginger, or you can also use ginger with stinging nettle leaves. Right? And what I find remarkable is wherever I've been, when you probably about 2 weeks or 3 weeks before the hay fever season starts to hit, I noticed that just by its very nature, stinging nettle grows in your garden. It just grows. It grows in the fields. 2 weeks before hay fever. So that told me something. So when I start seeing the effects of hay fever, it's a bit too late. You got to take about a month before. So you start drinking herbal tea with ginger, and a good addition also is stinging nettle, about 10 leaves, a lump of ginger, about some size, and some turmeric. Right, you do that 3 times a day. That will help your kidneys and your pancreas and your liver to build the immune system very strongly, so you don't get hay fever.
Okay.
Very powerful. Right?
And would you combine these teas together? So the green, rooibos, hibiscus, ginger, and stinging nettle leaves, you brew them all together.
Yes, correct. Wow. You put a tea bag of each thing. You've got a tea bag of each one. So instead of having just a normal black tea, you have rooibos, ginger, turmeric, right? And if you want to be even extra healthy, we grow our own olive trees, and I put about 8 leaves of olives fresh from the tree, right? And that is got a longevity factor, longevity antioxidant.
Brilliant.
Because the olive tree is a magnificent specimen. It's been known to be around for 3,000 years.
Amazing.
So it's definitely got antioxidant, anti-aging factors. Whereas other trees, like fruit trees, will last 40 years, right?
Yeah.
And you're lucky to get that, right? So, but I know of a tree in Israel that's 3,000 years old. Right? That's how old it is. It's quite amazing. You know? So,
wow.
And it's on the Sea of Galilee.
Yeah.
And it's still bearing olives. So that tells you something, doesn't it? So, but if you grow your own olive, these days you can get a tree for about £20. If you grow your own olive tree, that's so much healthier. For
I got olive tree.
Now,
I've got olive tree.
Fantastic. 8 leaves. If you want tea, it's healthy. You need 8 olive leaves. 8.
Okay.
And that's what you put in the teapot, right?
Okay.
Now I'm going to give you a quick list of other teas. There's one called Very Berry, right? It's a combination of berries.
Okay.
That's really, really good. There's Red Bush, which is the rooibos. There's jasmine tea. That's also good at night time.
I've got that.
And then there's the English breakfast is during the day. Then you've got the chamomile, which is at night. And then you've got one called Glow, which is a combination of different teas. You've got turmeric, which is very, very good for you. And then you've got Japanese green tea. And then you've got peppermint. And you've also got spearmint and about 40 or 50 different types of mint. Now, if you're prone to indigestion, the best thing you can do is, as you're having your food, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, you sip on about 8 leaves, the tea made with 8 leaves of peppermint.
Okay.
Peppermint, spearmint, or mint.
Okay.
That is a brilliant one for digesting your food, right?
Excellent.
So don't just sit on black tea. It's not really smart.
Okay.
Add variety. Now, if you want to be really, really healthy, if you have a cup of green tea in the morning, and then you have a mixture of rooibos and so on at lunchtime, and then at dinner time you have chamomile. You can have chamomile with peppermint. That is a very good healthy combination. But don't use tap water. Don't use tap water. We've got a machine called Kangen. We use the water from that, and that's alkaline water, and that makes a really, really healthy tea. Right?
Wow.
And when you've been in the garden and you're sweating and you're hot, there's nothing more refreshing than a cup of green tea with honey in it. That's the way. That's the best way I could describe it. Make sense?
Makes sense. Absolutely. That sounds absolutely wonderful, and I feel healthier already just knowing that I have these amazing options. And we also know why we would indulge in these different tea options now. And also, I think something you said, you taught us earlier, is that if you can get the fresh leaves, there's more oil in the leaves, which literally help our bodies even further. Isn't that correct?
Correct. Yeah.
So
you see, if you don't like drinking water, like most people don't, you're missing out on having your 3 liters of liquid per day. So you got to find very smart ways of drinking something that you enjoy.
Yeah.
That's where this variety of teas come and all that.
Gotcha.
It takes a bit more effort, but it's really powerful because you need that. By the way, even in winter when it's -3, -10, whatever.
Yeah.
You do need the liquidity.
Okay.
You do need that because your body's 72% water, and you lose a lot of that when you're sweating at night time.
Wow.
And daytime.
Amazing.
Yeah.
All right. And just to echo what you were saying about having it fresh, Selena says, I'm also a big fan of hibiscus. She brews the pure flower. Yeah, absolutely amazing.
Yes.
So guys, look, that was a lot, and now we know the value of teas. Literally, we know new things that we can do for ourselves. Everything Ronald has shared with us, we're going to put it on the Facebook page. All right, so please feel free to connect with us. If you need an email, you can get through to us at producer at libertyradio.co.uk, libertyradio.co.uk. All right, and to request information to be directed. And also, Ronald Petrina will be with you at 1:30 on Facebook. Is that right today?
Yes, it's on Facebook, Planet Wellness.
Yeah.
Planet Wellness.
Just one last comment. The French have a very, very good word. If you have tea, that's all you're having tea, right? Like black tea, right? But when you're having a mixture or several types of herbal teas, they call it having the tisane. Tisane. So when a French person offers you a tisane, they're actually offering you herbal tea.
Okay. All right. Well, I know that Fatima from Toulouse could definitely relate to that one. Tisane.
T for tango, R-S-A-N-E. Tisane. It's pronounced tu vas avoir une tisane.
Ah, lovely. All right, guys. On that note, Ronald Petrina, thank you so much for being with us today.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah, literally.
Welcome.
Excellent.
You should see the sun we are watching. 16 degrees already.
Ooh, that's it. We got a lot to look forward to today. Hugo's loving that. He's just thinking barbecue. Can the weekend come very quickly? Yeah, because you can't barbecue veg. Definitely. So thank you so much, and we look forward to having you with us again on Wednesday, Ronald Petrina, with some more hard-hitting stuff that we can learn and apply in our day-to-day lives. I want to thank you, Hugo, for being a fantastic man of sound. Guys, God bless you. You are amazing. You are fantastic. You are awesome. And may you have joy today. And I'll see you tomorrow, 6:30 in the morning on The Breakfast Show. Ciao for now.
Ciao.
Connect online Monday to Friday with special guests for inspiration, motivation to start your morning right. Music, banter, fun and laughter. Connect when you start your mornings with The Breakfast Show. Only on libertyradio.co.uk. That's right, The Breakfast Show is back. libertyradio.co.uk from 6:30 a.m.